will take time, but you have to realize like people are making like 50, 60, $70,000 off of making 30-minute videos like this. Welcome back to Boogie's Hustle University, everybody. So getting back into the Faceless YouTube channels, I wanted to show you guys basically a run over of all the apps that you could use, how to make the videos and how to post them, everything like that. So a problem I also ran into, as you guys can see right here. So basically I did not know this, I set up my channel too early and they shadow banned me. So you notice here I got 5 views and 1 view. So I basically got like no views on these videos. It's too early to tell with only 2 videos, but I'm just going to start with a new account and keep posting on both just to see what happens. I highly do recommend just taking a random account that you have been using for a little bit or a couple years, whatever, just to watch videos on. Try posting on that account a few times. Make sure that you get good views, and once you get good views, then you can make your name, your banner, your profile picture to grab more interest, because you want all this information here so you're grabbing people's interest so they have a reason to subscribe when they're going to your page. And then next from there, Pictory is an app that I found works really well. It has a 7-day free trial if you are trying to make free videos. I kind of have an example of one right here. I'll show you guys making another one on here again too. Do preview video. There. Videos you'll be making. So as you see, it's a play-by-play, like a scene-by-scene picture. You'll be making those videos yourself with what is it called? With Leonardo AI. I just like Pictory because it does it all for you and it's free, and also you can change these pictures. You just don't really have much option to change the pictures. Leonardo is a good option for that. So once you have your pictures and videos, that will be one of the last things that you do. The first thing will be making a script with ChatGPT. Second thing will be making a voiceover, and then you will make the video for the voiceover. Obviously, you can change it around to however you want to do it, but you'll be editing this all in CapCut here too. Also, you can see this video, I kind of try and do it. I was trying to messing around a few ways. I was trying to see if I did like this with a talk over and see if it grabbed more attention. Like something that just like, so you watch it until the end so you can see what happens. Because if you guys see in the end here, it all kind of disappears and folds into some sand. You could also even just make videos like this, brain rot videos or AI videos that grab interest that people will watch. And you already know they're going viral. Just look through YouTube and find something that's already trending and make your own version of it. Now, Leonardo does cost $20 and you only get a certain amount of tokens, but like I said, it is highly recommended just for the video quality. It's not too amazing because I was gonna do video on video, scene by scene, but it is not too amazing at actually gathering like all the details that you're giving. So yeah, ChatGPT is really one of the good ones for that. You can also use Claude. I've been seeing a lot of people saying that Claude is a lot better, but I personally like to use ChatGPT. So this is right here. This is how it does it. It has me the voiceover and then the prompt for Leonardo, the voiceover, the prompt for Leonardo, the voiceover, and then the prompt for Leonardo. So that's how we're going to make the video on Leonardo. I'll show you guys how to make one on Pictory one more time before we start the Leonardo one. And again, this does take time. Obviously, these videos are going to take some of your time to create, but people are making insane amounts from YouTube. I see some accounts in their first 30 days making up to $3,000. And then some accounts are making like up to $50,000 off of just YouTube videos, like literally just YouTube videos. That's the one thing. You want to kind of try and make them long enough to post actual videos. Shorts will get pushed and you can get paid off of shorts, but obviously you'll get paid more off posting actual YouTube videos. So let's see. Create a new one. Text to video, AI video editor. We'll do this. So this again too, you cannot, the only thing is too with Pictory, you cannot take from ChatGPT and basically just like copy and paste. You have to make your own prompts with this, but it has an AI that will help you make basically a good prompt for your video. And you guys can keep saying, I don't know if you can read how small this writing is, but I keep saying it must grab attention in the first few seconds, because those first few seconds of your video are going to be the most important. You really want to make sure that people are sticking through to watch at least like 20-30 seconds of your video, just so it keeps getting pushed out to other people. And obviously, so they're more interested in it. After you have Pictory, create you your AI story or whatever you want to call it. And obviously, I'm doing horror stories if you guys haven't noticed yet. You click generate video, and I just clicked no theme because I don't want it making it like based off of something basically. So I'm just going to do no theme so it does its own thing based off of that script or prompt that I gave it. Now we're going to let it generate the video, and I'm going to show you guys how you can change the picture by picture or the scene by scene in these videos. And then we're going to switch over to Leonardo and using Leonardo. We have the video completed. We do need to add a talkover. I'm going to see how I do that. Apply AI voiceover right here. Choose your voice. I like her voice. Okay. So apparently you can only create a certain amount with your free trial, but you guys get the idea of using Pictory. So it's really up to you on which one you want to pay for. You guys can see here the video quality. So you either, this is a good idea honestly too, because you're paying for it all in one app right here versus Leonardo where you have to do it in multiple things, or 11 Labs. 11 Labs did just add the options to do a whole bunch of those things. I really don't know what the quality is on them. Okay. But yeah, as you guys can see, that's the video it made me, but it will not let me add a talkover right here, which is not an issue also either, because you can just do it the original way, take it, bring it into CapCut, and then use 11 Labs or whatever you are using to make your talkover. But I'm just going to get right into making our Leonardo AI video, or scene by scene, so you guys can get an understanding of what that's like. So like I said before, you're going to be starting with ChatGPT to get your scenes and scripts for each scene. So this is going to be the voiceover, and this is going to be the video right here. So I'm going to put this in and see what it looks like. This is our Leonardo prompt. I'm going to paste that in. Not really sure why everything's being so slow all of a sudden. Doesn't let me improve it. Let's see what it looks like. About someone saying, ask ChatGPT something about yourself that you don't know and see what the answer is. I just want to see what the answer will be. That's actually really cool. I don't know if you guys got the chance to read that. But I think anyone that uses or is in the Hustle University and has done the step-by-step guide I showed you guys to start with ChatGPT to kind of build it out and train it to be your assistant, I do recommend going and asking this and seeing what it responds is. But back to this, after you finished your whole pictory thing, I showed you guys everything about that. We are going to be getting our first clip. So this is the first thing, like I said, you will start with ChatGPT. Let me get this chat real quick. So you will start with ChatGPT right here. This is my first script that I put into Leonardo. It gave me that dark hallway. I took that picture of that dark hallway and I brought it into CapCut, and that's where you will be editing it. Now that I have that first picture, I'm going to kind of go back and I'm going to create my second picture. You can do it in whatever order you wanted to because it's giving you the step-by-step. Like you could go into 11 Labs and give it this script now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste, and I'm going to do each one separately, and then I'm going to copy and paste each one separately, make it one longer script, and then I'm going to try and cut out the script in the end, kind of for each part. I just feel like it will be easier that way, but you can do it in whatever steps you feel is easier for you. So now I'm going to go to my scene 2 picture, which is an empty apartment, living room at night, blah, blah, blah. Copy, take that into Leonardo. And again, like I said, this will take time, but you have to realize like people are making like $50, $60, $70,000 off of making 30-minute videos like this and posting them on consistently on YouTube for a couple of years, and not even within a year now, people are making insane money just posting these videos on YouTube. That's why I'm trying to do it personally myself. But it's the same thing as everything else. It's really depending on how much time you're willing to put in. Obviously, these aren't higher quality videos that we're making, but we are putting in a little bit in effort and time, so it is possible to make something. But if you want really high payouts, fast, go viral fast, everything to happen faster, you will have to spend more money, make higher quality videos. Describe the AI. Of course, it won't just let me save it normally. So let's go back into CapCut, and then we'll add our second picture here. What was that picture just called? Oh, shit. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad. So as you guys see, it will go from this scene right here. This will be your first scene. You'll have subtitles and a talkover. This will be your second scene if you're kind of getting the idea of it now. Same thing as Pictory. You're just making them yourself. So you're making the pictures yourself. So obviously it's going to be more described on the actual story. I'm going to go here, grab our third picture. And then I'll go over to 11 Labs and I'll start making a script just to show you guys that part of it also. We're going to restart the story. That one wasn't bad. And you guys kind of have an idea now of how it works. But I'm going to remake this other story right here, and then I will show you guys the end version of it, kind of. I'll show you guys me making it on 11 Labs, but I'm going to add these pictures real quick and show you guys that can be really important if you want your pictures to match. So when you have a picture like this, and you have another prompt kind of matching that picture, you want to copy the seed. So this prompt is saying that it's light on, like there's a view in the kitchen. Let me make sure. Cinematic portrait photograph. Yeah, so this is the last one I made. So then we're going to go to this one. Copy. And then again, I copied that seed from the last kitchen photo because this one's going to be another picture that's in the kitchen. It's just going to be a different picture for the next scene. So I want to make sure that it kind of copies that same theme from that last kitchen that I chose. And this is how it's looking so far with the new video. Not new video, well, new video and new scene. I just didn't like how average that last one was. That's another thing you really want to check for before you start making the video. Just look through your story and make sure that it's actually going to grab interest in the first few seconds and that it's something that's actually going to be a good story. If you are doing horror stories, I do recommend basing them off of real events, not just random fake events that don't really sound interesting or real at all. People are more than likely going to be interested if you're picking obviously events that sound like they could be based off of a true story. If you're using like brain rot videos or satisfying videos, those are stuff that we already know, that we already see on social media, we know is going to go viral. So here, this one's not exactly how we wanted it, but it's close enough. It's supposed to be a phone number, but I didn't make that clear, so that's kind of my fault. It's another thing too. You might have to adjust the prompt just a little bit to make everything clear. And then again, another thing I also do too, every time I add the pictures, I delete them right away from my memory on the computer just so I'm not wasting space on my computer, adding a whole bunch of these pictures off and on all the time. So then we are on scene 6 now. And then from here, after this, I'm going to end the video here just because I already showed you guys this part multiple times. I've showed you pretty much everything you need to know about this part. So I'm going to end it here, and then I'm going to get back on when I'm showing you guys the 11 labs, like copying over your talkover and your caption. So for the 11 lab parts, I did two things before I actually generated my speech. I changed the voice. I chose someone with an accent so it kind of draw more interest when people are listening to the video. And then I slowed the speed down, obviously, because I'm doing horror stories, so I want her to talk a little bit slower. And then the third thing I did is I ended up doing it scene by scene instead of the whole script like I was saying. I found out it'd be easier to do it scene by scene. Let's see if I put this in there. So what you do to get it into CapCut from here, obviously you'll go into ChatGPT, get the rest of your script. All it says in this next script is I froze, so I'm going to copy it just like the video into Leonardo. I'm going to copy, put that into 11 Labs, and then generate speech. So maybe I'll just do it like that. I'll download it. And then from there, depending what kind of computer you have, I just grab it from right here and drag it into the screen. You can also add it right here on the left side. But you'll have to put it right here and then match the length of your video. Match the length of your video to however long your sound is, or the length of your sound. And that's basically it with the 11 labs parts. I'm going to add on another part of doing another version of video by video scenes, just because the picture by picture scene is kind of low quality videos. Obviously some people do that, but there is another way you can make video by video scene, because when I was saying Leonardo is not good for videos, I meant to just say it's not good for horror story theme videos. It's good for other videos like you guys saw in the beginning. I did that kind of, it was the fruit and then it kind of went in the sand, satisfying videos and stuff like that. It is good for. That's why I said it's highly recommended. So I just wanted to show you guys the second YouTube I made before I set it all up, and how it's doing a lot better on views, to confirm what I was saying in the beginning. And then also I wanted to show you another way to make the videos, and I honestly prefer this way out of all the ways. I just see a lot of other people doing it the way I showed you guys from the beginning. So first of all, looking at this channel, it already is doing better. I just posted this video, but this is doing a lot better than that other channel was, even off the first video. So then I'll show you guys, this video right here is another video I made. I do not recommend using CapCut for the subtitles either. I recommend using TikTok, but it's really what you want to do. So you can kind of see there where the CapCut captions start to mess up, but you can just put the video on TikTok and use TikTok's captions, and they do a lot better, honestly. But I'll show you guys how I made that video on CapCut. So obviously you'll find that video somewhere. You'll trim it out on here. You'll cut it out so it's just the video. You'll take your sound from 11 Labs the same way you did it before. I just added a whole speech instead, just like this. I just copy and pasted the whole speech. The way I did it with ChatGPT is I told it I need a 3 to 5 or 4 minute story. Obviously, it wasn't that long, but it gave me a longer story, which is okay. From there, obviously, back to 11 Labs, you copy or download your speech right here. Bring it in a CapCut, and it's the same thing as before. Just drag it into the thing. It will be right here, and then your captions right here. You can see it says captions. But like I said, I recommend using TikTok for the captions, not actually using CapCut, just because it kept overlapping them and everything like that. It just doesn't look that great. But this is a better and another free way that you can make these videos. I also noticed that 11 Labs, when you do run out of these free credits, it's very cheap. You can get like 30,000 credits for like $5, or a lot more for more money, which would be worth it if you are actually trying to take YouTube seriously.